Hello and welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Dhanya. Let's take a look at the top story first. People leave days' works aside, sit-in protest demonstrations widely held in support of ILP demand. The news in detail. In support of the demand for implementation of inner line permit system in Manipur, leaving aside one day's works, people staged sit-in protest demonstrations widely in the state today. Responding to the call of the Joint Committee on Inner Line Permit System (JCILPS), sit-in protest demonstrations were staged and human chains were formed at different parts of the valley districts. All markets in Imphal city and surrounding areas remained closed. All shops, hotels and other business establishments at Pauna Bazar, Thangal Bazar, BT Road, etc. were closed. Passenger service vehicles stayed off the roads. Movement of people and vehicles in the city streets was minimal. In solidarity with the demand for implementation of ILPS in the state, women folk of Major Kul staged sit-in protest at Major Kul Gate today. A woman who participated in the protest said that ILPS should be implemented in the state at the earliest and the police personnel responsible for the killing of the student, late Sapam Robin Hood, should be punished without any delay.
Yana Purapa, Atu Matanda, Inner Line Permit System Sada Hamsi, Atu Matana Hambu Haiba, Zukonkabui, Matebe, Home Nangasi Pandabisi, Isadabu, Piendabanungaitaba, Punduk, Zaduna Panjabini.
People of Kongpal, Chanam Lekai and Khetri Lekai staged a sit-in protest demanding implementation of the inner line permit system in Manipur at EYCA Community Hall, Porompat. They maintained that the government should introduce a new bill which is accepted by all people of the state and the police personnel who were responsible for the killing of Sapam Robin Hood should be punished. In continuation of the series of agitations launched by the JAC formed against the killing of Sapam Robin Hood, the Lamlong Bridge and the Dinku Road have been blocked today. As part of the resolutions taken by the JAC, any sort of entry or transportation through these bridge and road has been prohibited. Human Resource Innovative Front, Haingang Kendra, has extended financial assistance to the family of late Sapam Robin Hood at his residence at Lairigengbam Lekai. The front paid homage to the deceased by remaining silent for 2 minutes. As part of the first HVS Manipuri Short Film Fiction Festival organized jointly by Cine Directors Guild and ISTV Network, all the 63 films participating in the festival are being telecast on 3 different channels of ISTV Network presently. The films are being telecast along with the respective directors' interviews. On the 14th day today, 2 short films, director Mahesh Kumar Hauvijam's Lang and director Laishram Premananda's Pirang Se Kanagino, will be telecast on ISTV Sangai at 6 p.m. The same films will be telecast on ISTV Plus at 7:30 p.m. and ISTV 2 at 9 p.m. today. There will be repeat telecast at 9 a.m. on ISTV Sangai, at 11 a.m. on ISTV Plus and at 8 a.m. on ISTV 2 the next day. In considering the people's demand and choice, the organizing committee unanimously decided to telecast all the films submitted to the festival committee on the 3 channels of ISTV. Joint Students Union of Government Higher Secondary School has appealed to the people to extend support in every action taken by the Joint Students Union in demand of implementation of the bill which will save the indigenous people of the state. Let's now head for a short commercial break. To stay tuned.
I'm ready.
Telero.
Editor ka late.
Some say uzik pudi perfectly straight ado kangkar kandadi freezy.
Relax. Perfectly straight.
Aina semi anoba sunsil perfectly straight with straight lock technology maramdi. Some kangkraba matong daso align straight oina layna bagidamo.
Wow, uzik so straight oirina.
Straight and gorgeous. Sunsilk Perfect Straight. Lock to you, rock to you.
Planning and Development Authority (PDA) under Mahud will construct a temporary market for selling goods brought from Mao and in Senapati district by the Mao brethren at Chingmairong. This was announced by Chairman of PDA T. Mangibabu in a conversation with the ISTV News today. He said preparations for opening the market shed have already started. The market shed is located near the building of Eastern Motors. As a permanent market shed cannot be constructed at Chingmairong, the government is planning to open a market for temporary use only, he said.
Day-to-day kano sida poche ngasi hanjang na pi porokpa ngasi yontokpa khopa tonagadu mayam singdo madugi arimada mangdana legado khokado mayam sing maduga deriba mahok forja gi deriba problem mayam singdo khangaga ada khogi onama chimisa yam kanna yam seriously takselli si thu na masi tawdabi ade tawdo masi purely temporary ne bako haji maru na haji Chingmairong gi mafam ama haiba khogi kanogi Eastern Motor anu bakano lebedo adugi manaki adugi ahamba kano duni aduso Chingmairong gi leba praja singna khogi kari mom sajane na thambane adu bo thamdoi podo pura pamne ne logi habana tabani na ko matam kharagi se leba maugi praja singi magi awaba mayam singdo moi suffer toriba mayam singdo adu yengaga moisu adugi yaningbadi dum leiba.
It may be mentioned that people from Mao are selling their goods at Nagamapal after they were threatened by Southern Angami People's Organization not to sell their goods at Kohima. The Chief Minister has taken the matter seriously and made an alternative arrangement to open the market shed in Imphal. As the repeated promises of the state government to look into the needs of the Mission Blind School, Haikak Pokpi, have remained unfulfilled, students of the school tried to storm the Chief Minister's Secretariat complex to meet him today, but they were stopped by the police in front of Nupilan complex.
Day 23 June dagi aikoi angang singse hunger strike tawdu lai haba sain sangsa adana wana to khare karigumba CM na ngasi se CM ga wari sanage na angang sing lakpani karigumba CM na government na aikoi se thausarak traba aduga action lokhatraba karigumba masida thausa birak traba lerak traba taragadi student singse hena khongjang sangsingani loina not only for the student khakta school ki staff singsu jawse legani haibase ai gi principals gi site ge mase kitang wai khara thamjining.
One of the most important historical places of Manipur, Thangapat, the erstwhile royal moat located at Sagolband, Bijoy Govinda, has inundated nearby areas frequently after every heavy rainfall. As a result, this has hindered normal passage of people through the Imphal-Jiribam road, which is also a national highway. A few years back, retaining walls have been constructed on both sides of Thangapat in order to beautify it. Lakhs of rupees had been spent on construction of the retaining walls. However, the absence of proper means to drain out the excess water when the water level of the moat exceeds its normal volume has caused unwanted floods in the area. This has also posed a major obstacle to the passers-by on the highway. Regarding the issue, the local MLA and other authorities concerned are yet to pay attention. In today's national and international news, with the monsoon session beginning tomorrow, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today appealed to parties to utilize Parliament time for discussing all issues and said running both the houses is a shared responsibility of all, even as he exhorted them to move forward on the contentious land bill. At a meeting with leaders of all political parties, he asked them to collectively move forward on issues discussed in the last session while keeping the country's interest in mind. With important legislations like the Land Bill, the GST Bill and the Real Estate Bill pending before Parliament, the government is seeking the support of all parties in their early passage. The monsoon session that is likely to end on August 13 is expected to be a stormy affair, with Congress and other parties giving indications to that effect. Congress and other opposition parties will raise the demand of the removal of Sushma Swaraj, Vasundhara Raje and Shivraj Singh Chauhan in the wake of their alleged involvement in Lalit Gate and Vyapam scam. Arvind Kejriwal and Delhi Police Chief B.S. Basi will meet today against the backdrop of a running feud that has escalated over the murder last week of a 19-year-old girl who was stabbed 35 times for protesting harassment. Kejriwal, the Chief Minister of Delhi, has held up this incident as an example of police inefficiency and the reason why his government, not the Union Ministry, should be in charge of the city police. Basi has said that he will try and tackle misconceptions about his force during the meeting. Ahead of the meeting, he has called on Lieutenant Governor Najib Jung. Basi reports directly to Jung, who is the centre's representative in Delhi. Japan's Mitsubishi Corporation has made a landmark apology for using US prisoners of war as forced labor during World War II. A senior executive, Hikaru Kimura, expressed remorse at a ceremony in Los Angeles that prisoners had been put to work in mines operated by the firm. It is believed to be the first such apology by a Japanese company. One of the few surviving former US prisoners forced to work in Japan was present to accept the apology. Cautious after nearly 50 deaths of people related to the Vyapam scam, Dr. B.B. Purohit, who conducted the post-mortem of scam accused Namrata Damor, has been provided security by the government. Purohit, in his report, had said that Damor did not commit suicide but was murdered. The Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI, has lodged a murder case into Damor's death, who was found dead under mysterious circumstances in 2012. While the Madhya Pradesh police had claimed it to be a case of suicide, her post-mortem report had said that she died of asphyxiation. Greek banks are reopening after 3 weeks of closures sparked by the deadlock over the country's debt. Athens reached a cash for reforms deal aimed at avoiding a debt default and an exit from the Eurozone. But several restrictions remain in place, including a block on money transfers abroad, and Greeks also face price rises with an increase in VAT. Meanwhile, Germany has said it is prepared to consider further debt concessions to Greece. And now let's take a look at the top story once again. People leave days' works aside, sit in protest demonstrations widely held in support of ILP demand. Thanks for joining us and do stay tuned for more updates.